Howdy folks, TechTexN here, bringing you Life is Feudal. We're on the next item on the tutorial list, and I think we're just going to go ahead and jump into building a small keep. Now, as you can see, I am nowhere near town. I am in fact at the large mountain, and the reason I am at the large mountain is because I was wanting to find some granite. Now, the big mountain is pretty much where you can find granite directly on the surface. The texture looks a little odd here, but this is definitely granite. As you can see, I use my pickaxe and dig up a little bit. Now, of course, I got my GM turned on, so everything's sped up, but that's okay. Surely you want to see the fast version. And now I have some granite. Now, with this granite, though, you have to shape it in order to use it as one of the materials for building keep and and some other large structures. So the way you do this is with your pickaxe, and it's actually using the old-fashioned materials preparation shape. And there you have it. You shape your granite. Right here, go ahead and mass produce it, and you're going to find yourself wearing down a lot of these pickaxes doing this, so be prepared to make a boatload of these metal pickaxes. So yeah, and I didn't even produce that much. I only produced about 5 shaped granite out of all that granite that I picked up. You'll see I had some other items in the menu, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Alright, so you can also find some loose granite further up the mountain in kind of the middle area, maybe some of these other patches. So you can actually go up there and shovel the granite for starters if you wanted to. Now, as you can see, we're kind of a far way from camp, but if I wanted to get there quickly, I could ride the horse there, but even that takes a little bit. So I'm going to try cheating a little bit. I'm actually going to hide my horse, shove in my inventory. Now keep in mind that takes up room in your inventory. I got my cheats on so I can shove whatever I want in my inventory right now, but for those of you watching, you're going to be limited, so you probably don't want to use this trick too much. However, if you walked, you just simply pray your way back home. And there we have it, dropping down right on my hut. And I was able to bring the horse back along with the granite. Now, before we get over to the keep, some things to keep in mind. You will need to get several things prepared. First of all, you're going to need a ton of rock, and we'll get to the amounts here in a moment. You'll also need shaped granite, lots of shaped granite. You will also need mortar. Now, remember I told you mortar is made from flux. So we're going to go over here, we're going to grab some flux. And flux is used with sand, rock, and, excuse me, the mortar you make with flux, sand, and rock. So for every 1 flux, 10 sand, and 2 rock, you can make a mortar. And you make your mortar in the kiln. Now, right now, with the GM rights on, my billets are going to burn through really fast, so I'm going to try to make this quick. I'm just going to get 10 sand. Throw it in here. You only need 2 rock. Oh, whoop, I just made 3. There we go. You hold down shift and click drag your items away if you want to split. It doesn't look like it's going to split, but it actually will as soon as you let go of your mouse button. Alright, throw that in there. And then my 1 flux. So with these 3 items, you cook it up. Got everything heated up. Now I can make the mortar. That's the fast version. You will not be able to do it that fast on just any server. Alright. And it yields 5 mortar. So every 1 flux you do get 5 mortar. That was not always the case, just letting you know. Way back in the day it was 1. So that was a big struggle. But then again, they also had different requirements as far as how much mortar. Now, I accidentally dug up some marble earlier, so I'm going to chunk that away. Let me get rid of some of this iron that I don't need. Alright. I got a lot of stuff in my warehouse. More than I really need. Alright. You will also need to make 7 doors. So make sure you have some doors ready, or door modules I should say. And we're going to run over here to the small keep that I have started. Now, as you recall in one of the previous videos, if not the previous video, it was a very large area to build a keep. Yes, this is a small keep. This is not even the regular keep or the large keep. It's not even the castle keep. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to my stamina. Nope, this is just the small keep. And this sucker is huge. And here are your requirements. 13,500 rock. So you're going to get comfortable, real comfortable with your shovel and your pickaxe. 3,600 shaped granite. Keep in mind, that's not the granite, that's shaped granite. That is a lot of shaped granite. And as I said, you're going to go through a lot of pickaxes. This is for the small keep. It's even more for the other keeps. 135 mortar. It doesn't seem so bad anymore because with the garden you can get your flux no problem now. You get 5 mortar for every flux. So this shouldn't take as long to produce as it used to back in the day. 36 metal sheets, of course, at the forge and anvil, and your 7 door modules. I went ahead and threw everything in. You can only put it in stacks of 10,000, so I had to split the rock stacks. Let's keep my distance. Now, of course, every time I click on build, it's going to build different segments here. Alright, we're down to the last 200 rock. That actually took a while. As you can see, it is nighttime. And there it is. Let's hop on down here. And there it is, the keep. It is now built. And we're going to open and close. You can set it as a rallying point. And you can bring furniture in the building, so that's not a problem. You can build all your furniture outside and bring it in. Put wardrobes so you can store items. You also have these walkways. If you're using bow and arrow, it's not a bad place to shoot at a distance, although I can imagine these being a little difficult to shoot through, but you can shoot through them. And of course, if you have a break-in in the front door, you have the second floor that I somehow slipping and falling. There we go. So yes, they do have some nooks and crannies. Let's go ahead and head on all the way up. And they got another floor. Some more rooms as daylight approaches. So this would be good to house multiple people as well. And here we are. Overlooking the ocean, or overlooking the land. Gives you a really good vantage point, except for the fog that has come in. And of course the little town that we have down there. Keeping in mind, this is the small keep, this is not the large one. Now, while I was terraforming the keep, I also managed to, by luck, find a gold jewel necklace, which actually increases your luck. So, if you find any of those, make sure you check to see what attributes they have and take full advantage of them. And there you have it. That is the small keep, and it does not look small, but compared to the other structures, it actually, in fact, is smaller. So this is going to be among your first really large structures aside from the actual stone walls that you'll probably put around it. So you'll definitely want to work on your masonry. You're not going to get the ability to build that just yet when you unlock masonry. That's going to be much later down the road. You need to level up. The best way to level up, I found, are the small stone fences. It doesn't require much. It's just rock. So you're going to be digging for a lot of rock. Now, there's plenty of rock underground in those mountains. Just dig tunnels and you'll get plenty of it. It'll probably get to the point you get tired of running into metals when really all you need is rock. And of course he's tired. And the small stone fence is not much to look at, but it does look nice once you actually form it around some of your structures. Maybe you'll put it along your roadway, along the side here, maybe going into town. There's multiple uses for it, so you'll definitely want to build these small stone fences to level up your skill, and of course you'll have your other options you'll see in here. Of course, I have everything unlocked. The next thing we're going to look at in the next video will be the bloomery, so definitely I'll try to get this video out soon so you can see how the bloomery works and what the advantage of the bloomery is going to be. Now, you'll really want to see this one, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. However, for now, we'll just say, y'all come back now, you hear? Bye!